Have you ever noticed how the people that you support, whether that was financially or emotionally, they left you as soon as they received what they wished, hoped, and dreamed for? Like, what's up with that? Let's talk about it. Because you have to know how powerful and important that you are, because I can guarantee you, the people around you, they know what's going on. You are a prime example of the youth is the future, and the first will be last, and the last shall be first. Let me just say that. Let me just, put that out there right now. And I'm sure that whenever you were a child, you were a big dreamer like Joseph. And now look at you. A couple of years then went by and you're still out here dreaming. That's why the people that were closest to you, and it's going to kind of hurt to hear, but they did not want to see you win. They did not want to see you accomplish your goals. They didn't want to see you be happy. And that's when they decided to take away the support that they had for you in hopes that that would hinder your progress. They literally threw you out in the wilderness by rejecting you and ignoring you and shunning you. You would try to speak to them in public. They would act like they didn't see you. That's when they threw you out in the wilderness. And I mean, everybody has an ego, but whenever they felt like they took whatever it is that they needed to take from you, that's when they started disrespecting you. And that's when their ego really kicked in. So you could really see who this person was without the mask on, because they felt comfortable enough to show you who they were without it being on, showing you just how big their ego was. So let me guess, you're the bad guy now. And, they'll paint this picture to everybody, making it seem like you are a bad guy when you were innocent the whole time. And they know it. They feel nothing about slandering your name and, throwing your name under the bus and dragging it and doing this and that, because they feel nothing. Do you see how the enemy comes to cause chaos and confusion, to kill, steal, and destroy? That is a prime example right in front of you, like present day, of how the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But don't you see how good God is? Literally, don't you see how good he is? He never left you or forsake you when you was going through all of that. You know what I'm saying? And even though what they put you through wasn't fair, they have no idea. They hand delivered you over to the Most High. And that was the one thing that they did not want to see happen. They wanted to steal that from you, but they gave it to you. Whenever they, shunned you and ignored you and this and that, they gave you what you needed to level up in life. That's why it's so important for you to love and pray for your enemies, because whenever they're acting out of fear and ego, they have no idea what they're really doing. They don't know what's going on. So, even though it may hurt, you have to love them and pray for them, because they wanted to see you in the worst state ever. They, they removed their presence. They took away their support. They turned people against you. They did all of this. But at the end of the day, you found yourself and you found the Most High. So it's like, how can I lose? You know what I'm saying? So, pray for them. Rejection is protection. So whenever someone shows you who they really are, you have no choice but to believe them. And you don't have to explain the way you move to other people, because, at the end of the day, people, places, and things are the reason why you are in isolation mode right now. And these people will look at you crazy and sideways because you had the strength that they did not have to walk away from this person. They are constantly being a punching bag to this person. But you said no more. You decided to walk away from the situation because you did not want to get hurt anymore. What if I told you that they knew exactly who you were when you were a child? Like when you still had training wheels on your bicycle, they knew exactly who you were. So just imagine, fast forward present day right now. You was a dreamer then, and you still dreaming. Now you trying to, accomplish your goals. Like for real, you taking it serious. These people can't stand that. These people have a problem with, everything that you do, because it's not them. That's why it may feel like the attacks are getting ramped up a little bit, like you can't catch a break. And it's because, people fail to realize that you've been through a lot of things that most people wouldn't have made it up out of and didn't make it up out of. Ever since you was a child, you've been getting attacked after attack after attack. So whenever somebody come at you sideways, it's like, another one bites the dust. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just got to leave you alone. Like, I'm not saying you don't care anymore, because, I'm sure it hurts. But, at the same time, it's just like, if you're not really supporting me, if you're not capable of loving me correctly when I'm capable of, doing right by you, you just got to cut these people off and walk away. And you've done it so much to the point where it's like, okay, you don't support me, I'm going to support myself. I'm going to go to the Most High. I'm going to talk to him about everything, and everything going to be okay. It wasn't just one person. Because best believe they already knew that they couldn't take you down one-on-one. They grouped up. And you still took down witches and warlocks. You took down higher rank, evil people out here in this world. And it's like, they can't do nothing with you. And that scares them. All of this stems from you just being yourself ever since you was a child. Like, you ain't never switch it up. You only grew for the better. You only changed for the better. And they can't stop you. They can't stop that. And, that's kind of weak for people to attack you for being who you are. But that's the kind of society that we live in. We live in a world that lives off of validation. And, they want validation from people that don't even care about them. That's the messed up part. Like, you love them from the bottom of their foot to the top of their head, like inside out. You will love them, but they'll treat you worse than the people that's actually treating them horrible, because they have that same spirit on them. They think that you're trying to outdo them or outshine them when you're just trying to grow. You're just simply minding your business. And whenever you deal with somebody that, has that competitive spirit like that, you have to get far away from these people, because they do not want to see you grow. They will try to hinder you. They will take away their support, they will take away their support whenever you get to this certain level. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they just start moving weird. And then they'll paint you out to be the bad guy when they know that you're innocent. They knew ever since you was a child. You have to let people think what they want to think and say what they want to say about you, because at the end of the day, they're not really for you, and you have to protect yourself, because if you're not going to protect yourself, who's going to protect you? And I know the Most High got you, but you have to protect yourself. It doesn't matter what these people say. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of okay. But it doesn't matter what they say. You have to believe their actions. You have to believe how they move. They will I can't get it. They will literally orchestrate your downfall, smile in your face, and keep you around because they want something from you. And, when you were a kid, you didn't have everything, but you offered love and support and this and that. But they will try to strip everything from you. And then the thing that they want from you, it can't be sold or bought in the store. So it's like they try to keep you around to study you. And, it's just a sick world out here. Pray for your enemies. These people know what time it is. That's why they trying to do what they do. Act the way they act, because they do not want to see you fulfill the prophecy. So keep being you. It got you this far in life. And remember, you ain't popping if you ain't got haters. And you had haters when you were a child. So if these people, don't have haters, it's because they have the same spirit. Okay? They're not helping each other out. They're not even hating on each other. They hating on you. Okay. So look, this was a quick message. Please like, share, and subscribe if anything resonated with you. I love y'all so much. Oh, and leave a comment. I love y'all so much. Thank you for listening. I hope y'all have a good day or night. All right. Bye, y'all.